What is up, everybody, and welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at a Hasbro Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1, and this is the super cool Spider-Punk. We already did a unboxing short on this one, so I did save the packaging just in case you guys want to see it. Most of the packaging for this line is pretty much the same anyways. We do have Spider-Punk down here. On the back, we just have a pretty cool image of Spider-Punk rocking out on his guitar. We have Miles Morales, Spider-Gwen, Spider-Man 2099, Jessica Drew, Spider-Punk, The Spot, and Peter B. Parker. So this is Wave 1. This one's from Wave 1. I do have one of these on my wall, and my son wanted one to open up and play with, so we finally found one. Gotta say, wasn't the easiest figure to find. I found it hard to find one on release, and even harder to find one now. For accessories, we get one of those twip hands, I'm gonna call it. And we get down to the guitar. Tons of stickers. Stickers look pretty good in certain light. When you put a lot of light on it this way, it doesn't look that good. Just looks really dirty, really grimy. The front of the pegs are actually painted. The strings are not painted though. And then on the back, it's just nice and plain. Yeah, you couldn't even paint the tuning keys, Hasbro. If you are good at customs, you can definitely improve upon this guitar. The strap itself, though, is nice. I like it. It's a nice soft bendy plastic. It's a nice color blue. I'm going to call it blue. But yeah, it's a nice guitar. Almost like a Fender type deal, but except for the head. So it's almost like a Gibson head. And yeah, with a Fender body. Kind of cool. Let's get some Floyd Rose on that here. Anyway, getting down to Spider-Punk. I love the head sculpt. I think it's fantastic. The eyes are not centered. They're not really even, but that's the way he's drawn in the film. So I'm loving all the partial like scratches for webbing. I think they did a good job sketching this one, man. Looks pretty awesome. And then we have some black paint kind of running down here, which looks fantastic as well. Very punk rockish. Around his neck, we have a belt going around his neck, which is the buckle is painted, so that's a very nice detail. We have all the studs, the zipper, and all that stuff painted. All the spikes are painted, and all the studs on the back here are painted as well. We have the Spider-Man logo spray painted on the back of his vest. There is detail in the vest. I think they did a great job on that. And as for his shirt itself, it's a nice blue shirt. Obviously, Spider-Man is blue and red, but the shirt is kind of torn, and I gotta say, I like it. So on his arm, there is a little band going around his arm, and I'm pretty sure that's glued on, possibly. It doesn't seem like a separate piece. Oh, actually it is. It moves a little bit on its own, so it's not actually fixed onto the figure. It's not glued on or anything like that. It's partially painted. So we have some silver paint there, but no silver paint all the way around. So I'll let him off with that because I like that. I like how the rest of the figure looks. So the zipper is painted and more studs around here on both sides. We're loving it. We have these little suspenders going down here. We have another belt kind of hanging around. The studs on the belt are painted. We have another cool design here. Almost like little squares. So that's cool. Red and blue. I like it. That's painted nice and clean. Belt buckle is painted nice and clean as well. No paint on the studs on his belt going all the way around. Still cool though. We have a little bit of detail in his pants. We have like a little black patch kind of sewed on there, which looks good. The boots look good as well. Paint application on boots looks pretty decent, man. We have a little bit of red showing through. Not a whole lot of overpaint or anything like that. The laces are all kind of painted nicely. I'm digging it, man. I would like to see a little bit of black paint going around the soles. Not sure if that's the way it's even supposed to be, but I think it would have looked a lot cooler. That's just my opinion though. But for a $35 figure here in Canada, $36.99, I think he is brand new when he was first released, or $34.99. I gotta say, man, this is a solid figure. It's a solid release. I like it. Forgot to mention in his hand there, he's holding a guitar pick, which is kind of cool. And I like how they designed this hand as well. So the guitar actually fits in. It's almost like he's doing a bar chord. So that's a pretty cool little detail as well. Before I put his guitar on, let's actually go over articulation very quickly. So for his head goes back this far, down this far. No real side to side, a little bit of side to side, nothing too crazy. There is a hinge on this one. Some of the other ones have a ball peg, but I like the hinge because it goes back this far, forward this far. You do get a lot better range of motion. Does it look as nice? No, probably not. But for Spider-Man, some of the other characters, I think you definitely need a hinge joint there. A ball and hinge combination. For his shoulders, it only goes up this far. There's no butterfly joint or anything like that. Goes up this far. There's a pivot there at the base. You have a bicep swivel. Double jointed elbows, which you get really nice articulation out of that. And for the wrist, this one's back and forth. This one's back and forth, and this one is back and forth as well, so that's pretty cool. And as for the body, we have a crunch here, so that goes back this far. Ooh, nice crunch action. Kind of an ugly looking ab crunch, but at the same time, I'm okay with it. I'm not bothered by it at all. And for the waist, we have that swivel there. We get a full split out of Spider-Punk, which is fantastic. Goes forward this far, goes back that far. We do have a upper thigh cut there. We do have double jointed knees, pinless knees at that. So all pinless joints on this one, which are fantastic. We got a full swivel there out of his boot, and this goes back, forward, and all the way around. So really nice articulation out of this one. And let's pop on that guitar. Let's kind of do this the right way this time. No. Said do it the right way this time, and I end up doing it the wrong way. So there we go, that kind of goes on like that, and like I said, his hand is in already doing like a bar chord, so very punk rock, and or bar chord or power chord, whatever you want to call it. And then yeah, we get that pick here, so you can kind of rock out like so. And yeah, there's only one hand for this side, so there's no extra hand, so you're kind of stuck with the guitar pick in that hand regardless if you want to display them with the guitar on or not. No fisted hands, no other twip bands or anything like that. You do have this twip band, but that's about it. So you can kind of put it on this side, and he's doing the rock and roll. Similar to the rock and roll, he's doing the twip, but we can, rock and roll hands. Either way, just pretend it's rock and roll hands. But that's going to wrap it up, guys. This guy is a tad bit flimsy, though. I think that's the only negative thing about this figure. The paint application is pretty decent. Overall, considering that there is a fair amount of paint on this one, I think it looks great for the price. If it was a SH Figuarts and you paid like $100 or 120, 130 bucks Canadian, I would expect the paint application to be a little cleaner. But for a Marvel Legends, for a, I guess I'll call it mid-tier toy line, I think they did a good job, man. The buttons and all that stuff, the details and all that looks good. Tons of detail. Paint application is good. Articulation is good. What else can you ask for, man? I'm digging it. Highly recommend this one if you don't have it already. Now this one's been out for a couple years, so if you're going to buy it, I'm sure you already have it. If you're already trying to find it, then good luck to you. And if you're on the fence about buying it, I'd say pick it up, man. If you are a fan of these Across the Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse movies, I think they're great. My kids love them as well. So can't recommend this one enough. As always, my friends, if you liked our review, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell if you want to stay up to date with all of our upcoming reviews. As always, my friends, we hope you enjoyed this review, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Keep collecting, stay safe, go buy some toys, and rock out, brah.